So what's up YouTube, welcome to another video from my channel. I'm Ankit Banerjee and you're watching It's Your Bike Ankit. Now today, as you can see behind me, there is a bike in cover, and today I'm at Velocity Motors Yamaha, and I'm here for the unveil and launch ceremony of the very new R15 V4 and the R15M. Now you have seen many videos in the YouTube already, so this is a very exclusive content from Kolkata, so please don't hesitate to like, share and subscribe to this channel for many such exclusive content. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So finally the R15M, the R15M Monster Energy Edition, and this is the R15 V4 Dark Knight Edition, and this is the Racing Blue. So finally it is unveiled. My personal opinion at the first glance is something out of this world, man. This looks crazy. The R7's design with this sleek looking bodywork works exactly like spot on for me. So without further ado, let's head to the walk around part. Guys, finally we have the R15 V4 right in front of you. So this is the brand new updated motorcycle from Yamaha, the very awaited R15 V4. You can see version 4, and there is also R15M that has been kept right there on the podium. तो आपने सभी का अनवील देखा है. तो अभी आते हैं स्ट्रेट अभी इसके डिज़ाइन में, जिसको बहुत ही अच्छे से चेंज कर दिया गया हुआ है. तो R15 V4's design has been changed quite a lot, as you can see. Due to the new design of the new face, this looks much more like the smaller sibling of the R7 that has been launched very recently. So this is a projector that has been incorporated both for high beam and low beam, just like the MTs and the FZX. And here you have the DRL, which looks really nice. Let me switch it on. So this is the DRL, and if you just ignore this part, then it kind of reminds me of the older R6 that has been discontinued for the global market. And what R15 has been lacking from the very first day was this gold anodized forks. Especially in the Indian market, it was a very big letdown, but finally Yamaha has incorporated this gold anodized fork in front. So this also looks really chunky and it makes it look quite muscular. Then you have the front mudguard here with this ABS branding, so dual channel ABS for this. And this is the 282mm front disc which is there. There's no such changes into it except for the ABS. And here you have this blue colored front alloy wheel with this 100 section front tire from MRF. And here you have the R15 version 4 badging. Now this fairing used to be a single part, but it isn't anymore. So there are several cuts and several folds and flaps in between the fairing to make the air flow through these cuts and curves, and this makes this motorcycle a damn good aerodynamic machine. Then here also you have some gills. If you see, it is for your exhalation purpose of the engine. The hot air comes out of this part. And here you have the bulb indicators, which is again kind of so-so. I wish it could have been a LED indicator, then it would have justified this design. Then coming to the engine, the very old 155cc engine that we have seen in the R15 V3 has been continued till today. So The power figures has been tweaked a tad bit, so 18.2 bhp and 14.1 newton meters of torque goes for this edition of the R15. And here you have a very beautiful underbelly. If you see, there has been a big cut here for the underbelly, and especially this color, the racing blue color, looks much more like the R7. And this also is a very good addition, I would say. Rather than having a fake air intake, I would love to see this kind of thing. And coming to the visor, that you can see the visor has been extended quite a bit, and also the curve has been modified to some extent, but I wish there is a scope of modification for the double bubble visor, then it would look damn attractive. And this is from the side of this motorcycle, so you have brand new design for the exhaust, as well as there has been a casing. But for the M models and for the other models, you have this in aluminium color or the silver color. And coming to the rear panel, that you can see, the rear panel design has been tweaked. It is now much more wider, especially the air gap also is very much wider. And you have the similar tail lamp at the rear, and then you have a tire hugger, you have the rear fender. This is the 140 section rear tire with this 240 mm rear disc, which also looks really nice. Now this is a radial tire, which is really nice for your cornering stuff, because Respec model super sport machine from Yamaha, you will obviously do cornering on it, and without cornering it won't justify the dynamics of this motorcycle. Now here you have the gills for breathing, just like the R1, so it is just aesthetic here. And you have a very big Yamaha logo. This Yamaha logo has been enlarged, as well as this is a 3D emblem this time. And the gills used to be here, somewhere here, so this is modified here, since the tank is much more roundish this time, in order to bring this handlebar closer to the rider. And as a result, the riding comfort has increased, I would say, surprisingly increased. But to some extent it's still committed, but to some extent, yeah, it is very much rideable right now. And this tank is also very beautiful. It looks really large, and you have these cuts and creases to hold up the tank. I wish there was a tad bit more curve, especially in this area, in order to grip the motorcycle well while accelerating. Now the seat cushioning has been changed. It is much more accommodating right now, and it is quite soft. And the rear pillion seat is still not the best to sit, especially for a bulky guy, but it's all right. It's still okay, especially this cuts has been modified, and that results in a better thigh support on either side. And if you see closely, this rear cowl looks much more bigger this time. And here you have the complete dash of it, and the steering is so much light, I can just play around with it just with my left hand. And coming to this side, there is nothing much more fancy except for the cast aluminium swing arm. There is the open chain system, as well as the mandatory sari guard, and also you have the 6-speed gearbox. Now I haven't went to the features of it, because I'm going to do it with a separate variant, so let's hop on to that. This is the full-fledged R15M Monster Edition. So these you have a M tag for what reason I will make you understand right now. So if you switch on this display, you can see a small reading here. In this dash you can see a small brand thing that has been written. So this is the TCS, or traction control system, from Yamaha. And you also have riding modes here, so street and race mode, 2 modes. And there is trip. There is this trip F means here it's in reserve, and you have maximum 4 kilometers of that. And here you have a lot of things like distance to empty, then range, then this is the average fuel economy, and this is the average speed. And here you have again the traction control system, and you have the tachometer, the gear position indicator, the speedometer, then you have a time. And this speedometer used to be a long strip. Instead this has been changed into more like a R1 speedometer. And you have a beautiful telltale light here which blinks up according to the revs. I will show you that. So you can see there has this sequential light that lights up like that. And coming to the dash of it, you can see it's very much beautifully laid out. And you have this R15M caps, especially for the Monster and the R15M models. You also have Bluetooth connectivity with this motorcycle. You can connect with the Y Connect app that is provided by Yamaha, and you can have turn-by-turn navigation as well as missed call alerts. And also there's a display that will pop up next to this part where it will show you the person who is calling you as well as some notifications. So if you switch this on, you can also have this call and message buttons. So you have all of these goodies that has been packed up. Now you have the switch gears. So the switch gears are of top notch quality. So upper, deeper, pass, then comes indicator, then the horn. Let me horn it up. So it has this dual horn setup. Then you have the engine kill switch, and then this is the hazard lamp switch. So first time hazard lamp switch on R15. Then you have the navigation switch for your speedometer. Let me focus. So you have the navigation switch for the speedometer here, and this is the key slot. And you have this Yamaha factory racing badging here, especially for the Monster edition. You also get several badging like Ineos badging at the front, and then Yamalube, and then of course the Monster itself with this big thing. And another thing that needs to have a mention is the quick shifter. Now quick shifter for a motorcycle of this range is not very familiar, but you have the quick shifter here. So you can shift your motorcycle, shift your gears without touching the clutch, and that's a brilliant thing, especially for the super sport motorcycle. It's a very good addition because racing is in the DNA of this R series, the YZF series. Now quick shifter for the Dark Knight edition is optional, so you can have a separate quick shifter, but you cannot have the traction control for the Dark Knight and the metallic red. The metallic red is not currently available into the showroom, that's why I can't show you. Now let's hop on to the R15M color. So guys, this is the R15M right in front of you. So speaking about the changes, of course the color. Now this is personally, if you ask my opinion, this has to be one of the best color of the Yamaha R15 V4 as well as the R15M rather. So this is the KYB suspension that you are getting here. KYB Kaiba suspension, who doesn't love it? And another distinctive feature has to be this golden caliper. Other models, especially the Dark Knight and the metallic black, sports a black caliper. This is a golden one. And here you have a radiator. So there's a small radiator there for the cooling, and this looks so much well packed up. And another thing for the R15M exclusive is this badging. This is the R15M badging on the tank, and the creases of the tank is well retained here. And especially if you come here, if you see, so there's a small accommodation, there's a small flat space here where you can mount your GoPro and stuff. That it makes it a very beautiful proposition. And man, this colors of this R15 V4 and the R15M look so much intoxicating and so much nice. So finally, this is the total walk around of the R15 V4 as well as the R15M. Hope you liked it. Now coming to the prices of the R15 V4 and the R15M. So the R15 V4 cost at rupees 2,09,200 for the blue, the racing blue. Then comes the black one, the Dark Knight. It comes at 2,04,800 rupees on road. And then comes the red, the metallic red, at rupees 2,03,600 rupees. And then comes the R15M with that silver color, and it comes at rupees 2,14,800 rupees. And then comes the R15 Monster M, so Monster edition, and it costs rupees 2,17,100 on road. Now these are the prices for the R15 total series, if you see, and it is varying according to different states and different taxation policies of different states. So coming to the verdict, so should you consider this or not? But damn, you should, because you cannot have this design. So this fellow, he's a junior to my school, and he's here today.
Yo guys, just subscribe his channel, just awesome content.
My pleasure. Now, coming to the verdict, should you consider this? You should, because you don't get to see this much beautiful motorcycle in this segment. Even if you consider the higher segment, say 400 or 300 cc segment, there is nothing as much beautiful as this one. You need to see it in person in order to believe this one. And man, it looks so much gorgeous. And I wish the engine capacity could have been a tad bit more, and the power delivery or the power output that is on the spec sheet, wish it was a tad bit more, then it would have made this motorcycle a complete bomb. But yeah, it's all right. R15 has been like that. See, the lesser displacement, also it's in a better mileage, you need to understand that. And the variable valve actuation system, that is 4 valves for 2 valves for lower end and 2 valves for your top end performance, is also a very good thing that aids in your mileage to great extent. And also the better top end performance can actually make you clock 140 kilometers per hour on the highway just from a 150cc motorcycle. What more do you want? So that's all about the R15 V3. Hope you like this video. So like, share and subscribe to this channel. This is one of the most detailed video. So this is Ankit Banerjee signing off. Hope to see you in the next video soon.